The Mahomes Freak Hill reunion we've all been waiting for? Chiefs Kingdom, it's the news every fan has been dreaming about. Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes could be reuniting in Kansas City. If Hill officially joins the Chiefs, the Mahomes-Hill duo would instantly make Kansas City the most dangerous team in the NFL. We've already seen what these two are capable of together. Mahomes' cannon arm paired with Hill's lightning-fast speed created some of the most jaw-dropping plays in NFL history. Defenses would once again be forced to choose between getting burned deep by Hill or leaving Travis Kelce wide open in the middle. Spoiler alert, they won't be able to stop either. Hill's ability to stretch the field would give Mahomes more freedom to create plays, and Andy Reid's offensive creativity would make this connection even more lethal. The Chiefs' offense would have a perfect balance of speed, strength, and elite playmaking. Defenses wouldn't stand a chance. This wouldn't just make the Chiefs better, it would make them unstoppable. If Hill returns, Kansas City would be poised to dominate the AFC and make a serious run at another Super Bowl title. Mahomes and Hill's chemistry is already legendary, and a reunion could mean the start of another Chiefs dynasty. Chiefs Kingdom, are you ready for the Mahomes-Hill duo to take over the league again? Let us know how excited you are in the comments. When the confetti fell after that tough Super Bowl loss, everyone thought the magic was gone. But let me tell you, the fire's far from out. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are back in action, and they've got a surprise you won't believe. This time, it's not football, it's a whole new game. Hold on tight, because you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. The Kansas City Chiefs, tough loss. The Kansas City Chiefs, the team that has been dominating the NFL for years, faced a gut-wrenching loss in the Super Bowl last month. They were handed a crushing 40-22 defeat by the Philadelphia Eagles, a result no one saw coming. As the confetti fell and the Eagles celebrated their hard-earned victory, the Chiefs' dynamic duo of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, who had been the backbone of the team's offense, were left to pick up the pieces. But here's the thing about winners. Losing never keeps them down for long. While the loss stung, both Mahomes and Kelce wasted no time bouncing back. They're not sulking, and they're not sitting on their hands. Instead, they're putting the past behind them and stepping into the next chapter of their journey. And this time, it's not just about football, a new game on the golf course. These two athletes known for their intensity on the field are proving they can still make headlines, even when they switch up the game entirely. Picture this, Pinehurst Resort, North Carolina. The sun's out, the green is pristine, and what do you know? Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are hitting the golf course, taking a swing at something totally different. But this isn't just any golf outing. This is a statement. After everything they've been through, they're out there having fun, laughing, and showing the world that life goes on. This moment wasn't just a casual hangout either. If you've seen the photo, you know there's something uniquely special about it, the two of them side by side chatting it up on the green. Kelce, ever the character, couldn't resist giving the camera a cheeky pose, pointing his butt toward the lens, and bringing some of that trademark Kelce energy into a whole new sport. It's not just a getaway, it's about showing that no matter what happens on the field, these two are still in sync, still vibing, and still making memories. Rumors of tension. Not so fast. This wasn't the first time these guys have taken a public outing together, but there were rumors swirling that things were different after the Super Bowl. Some folks started whispering about tension, questioning if there was bad blood between the teammates. But let me set the record straight. There's no drama here, no underlying beef. A source close to the situation confirmed that the couples just have different priorities right now, which is pretty natural when you're as famous as these guys. Sometimes your paths diverge a little, and that's what's happening here. Swift and Kelce have been laying low for a while, and the two couples, Patrick and Brittany Mahomes included, are focusing on their individual lives and responsibilities, but don't let that fool you. There's no falling out. According to an insider, the two couples are simply in different places at the moment. Swift and Kelce aren't spending as much time with Patrick and Brittany because they've got their own goals and their own focus right now. Different priorities, same support. For instance, Swift has been riding high on her own success. Her record-breaking Eras Tour raked in $2.2 billion in revenue, cementing her place as a global superstar. On top of that, she recently took home 7 awards at the iHeartRadio Awards. There's been plenty of love and support, but right now it's all about different priorities. Meanwhile, Patrick and Brittany Mahomes are in the midst of a new chapter in their family life, recently welcoming their third child, Golden Ray, into the world. It's a moment of pure joy for them, a time to focus on their growing family. Kelce's big decision. As for Travis Kelce, there was a bit of uncertainty around his future for a while. Kelce had to weigh his options and think about whether he was ready to return for another season. He wasn't going to make any rash decisions, and understandably so. After all, playing in the NFL isn't a small commitment. It's a grind. It's a battle every week, and you're putting your body on the line. But Kelce wasn't just thinking about himself. He was thinking about his team, the Chiefs, and whether he could give them everything he had left. It wasn't an easy decision, but in the end, it's clear Kelce knew where his heart was. You want to talk about leadership and loyalty? Let me tell you about Patrick Mahomes. He didn't just support Kelce, he respected his decision to take his time and make sure that returning to the field was the right choice. In his own words, Patrick said, Kelce had already given so much to the team. The tight end had poured his heart and soul into every game, week in and week out. That's the kind of player you want on your team. Patrick knew that no matter what, Kelce would come back when the time was right. And that's exactly what happened. After spending some time with his family and thinking about his future, Travis Kelce made it official. He's coming back for the 2025-2026 season, ready to give the Chiefs and their fans everything he's got. Kelce didn't make that decision lightly. He knows what it means to represent Kansas City, and he feels a responsibility to finish what he started. His passion for the game is still burning. And as he put it on his podcast, New Heights, which he co-hosts with his brother Jason Kelce, he feels a deep sense of accountability to the team and to the fans. And what about Swift? Now, I know what you're thinking. What about Swift? Well, she's been laying low too. The couple was seen in Park City, enjoying some quiet moments after the chaos of the Super Bowl and their whirlwind schedules. They even took a romantic getaway shortly after the big game. But don't think for a second that Swift is just sitting on the sidelines. The woman is a force in her own right. Recently, she took home 7 awards at the iHeartRadio Awards, and fans are eagerly awaiting her next big move. Her Eras tour broke records and brought in over $200 million, solidifying her status as a global icon. Reputation Taylor's version is rumored to drop this year, but for now, it's all about family, recovery, and coming back stronger. Patrick, Travis, and their families are taking the time to recharge, and when the 2025 season comes around, you better believe they'll be ready to go. Whether it's on the golf course or the football field, these two are showing us that their bond is unbreakable and their spirits are undeterred. And let's be real, with everything they've been through, if you think they're done making history, then you don't know these guys. All right, let's dive back in because this story is far from over. What we've seen so far is just the beginning of something bigger than anyone could have imagined. Bouncing back from a tough loss. After the Super Bowl loss, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce could have easily let that setback define them. But if you know anything about these two, you know that's never going to happen. These guys are built different. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. When you've tasted success like they have, losing doesn't mean quitting. It's a lesson learned, a chapter closed, but never a period at the end of the sentence. These two don't back down, and that's exactly why they were out there taking swings on the golf course and enjoying some time away from the spotlight. That moment on the green was a reminder that life goes on. There's more to these guys than just football. They're proving they're multifaceted, versatile, and unstoppable on or off the field. A brotherhood that runs deep. Let's talk about something deeper for a moment. You've got Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and then there's Travis Kelce, the tight end, who's made a name for himself, not only for his skills, but also for his personality and leadership. Together, they've created a duo that's practically unstoppable. This dynamic force runs deeper than just stats and highlights. They share a brotherhood, an unspoken understanding. That's the glue that holds everything together. We know about their success and we know about their talent. But what about their mental toughness, their ability to bounce back after something as painful as a Super Bowl loss? That's what separates the greats from the good. It's easy to say they're resilient, but seeing them in action after that loss, getting back on track, supporting each other, and even trying new things, shows you what they're really made of. They didn't just lick their wounds and walk away. No, these guys got right back up, dusted themselves off, and are ready to come back stronger than ever. Mahomes' influence on Kelce's decision. Speaking of coming back stronger, let's focus on the impact that Mahomes had on Kelce's decision-making process. When you're a player at the top of your game, you don't always make decisions based on what's best for you. You make them based on what's best for the team. And that's the kind of leadership Mahomes has shown. He didn't just tell Kelce what to do. He gave him space to make his own decision. He let him take the time he needed to think about what his future in the NFL looked like. That's leadership. Allowing your teammate to step back and make the call that's right for him. Instead, he gave him the time and space to process everything and come to the decision on his own. And thank goodness Kelce decided to come back. The Chiefs need him. But more importantly, the fans need him. Kelce is more than just a player on the field. He's a symbol of consistency, grit, and dedication. And now, knowing that he's back for another season, it's like a weight has been lifted. Kelce didn't just sign a contract. He signed on to give everything he's got to the Chiefs. And you can't ask for anything more than that from a player, the team strength as a whole. But let's not forget, this isn't just about Kelce. It's about the whole team. It's about how Mahomes, Kelce, and the entire squad have rallied around each other after that tough Super Bowl loss. When you see these guys together, it's not just about the victories they've shared. It's about the struggles, the challenges, and how they rise above them together. That's the real story. And let me tell you, the Chiefs are far from done. They're reloaded, they're focused, and when the season kicks off again, you better believe they're going to come out swinging. What's coming next? Now, let's talk about what's coming next. The Chiefs are a team on the rise, and with Travis Kelce back, we know they're going to be more dangerous than ever. The potential is limitless. Every game, every play, every snap, Kelce is going to give it his all. He's got something to prove, not just to the fans, but to himself. After all, when you've been as successful as he has, it's about legacy now. It's about cementing his place in history, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And as for Patrick Mahomes, well, we all know what he's capable of. The guy's got the arm, the vision, the leadership, and now, with Kelce back in the fold, the two of them are ready to take on the world again. So if you think the Chiefs are down and out, think again. They've got their sights set on the next championship, and they're not going to stop until they get it. The foundation is set. So what does all this mean for the Chiefs' future? It means the foundation is solid, the pieces are in place, and the work has just begun. The loss in the Super Bowl? That's just fuel for the fire. These guys have been through the highs, they've been through the lows, and now they're about to make one hell of a comeback. It's going to be a season to remember, and if you're a Chiefs fan, you've got every reason to be excited about what's to come. Swift and Kelce still going strong. As for Swift and Kelce, don't think they've faded into the background. They're still making waves. Kelce is all in on the football field, and Swift is still out there dominating the music world. Their relationship might not be the center of attention right now, but trust me, they're both keeping busy and thriving in their own worlds. When the time is right, we'll see more of them together. But for now, it's about doing what's best for their respective careers and lives. The best is yet to come. Before we wrap this up, let me remind you, Mahomes and Kelce are a special breed. They're not just athletes, they're icons, and their story isn't over. So if you want to stay up to date on all things Chiefs, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. What do you think about this duo's return, and what's next for the Chiefs? This is just the beginning. Get ready, because the best is yet to come. Make sure to leave a comment below, drop a like if you're ready for the Chiefs' next chapter, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single moment of the action. Trust me. You're going to want to be here when they make their comeback. See you next the video.